What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Tangentify, where we talk about everything, anything, and nothing all at the same time. My name is DeFuego,
I'm Brazen Rover.
and this is season 2, episode 9. You had one job.
You had one job.
And I fucked it.
You had one job.
Come on, I did pretty good. I was one little slip up right there. Why are your eyes like that?
Why did my eyes do this? What did you do to me?
I didn't do that.
You had one job.
Control over that. You had one job and not have that on.
I don't even know when that went on. You've been looking at me this whole time. We were doing a tech check. You didn't be like, dude, your eyes are huge.
I thought it was normal. That's not how you usually look.
Yeah. Well, imagine. You know how much money I would make?
Doing what?
Appearances. If I had googly eyes like that, I'd be doing
what?
appearances, freak shows.
Doing what? Freak show. They're not gonna make money doing freak shows. Nobody goes to freak shows anymore.
I'd be on the
not
news.
Those kind of freak shows anymore. Not the kind of freaks that
genetic freak. There's somebody that has. Who in the world? What are the largest eyes on a human? That's a horrible way to ask that question. Largest eyes it's a giant squid. I said on a human. Google. Ooh, what ethnicities are associated with large eyes? I'm not going to click on that.
I don't think you can give us bits. This is not a bits kind of platform.
How about eye protrusion?
Oh, how they protrude, like almost popping out of your head, kind of thing.
The farthest, the world record. Oh God, is almost half an inch. Half an inch sticking out of their head.
Shit.
Yeah, that's pretty far. But yeah, so real quick, I would bring this up here before we started. We were talking about Caligula.
Well, you said that, and I have no idea what that is.
And you don't know who that is. So
that is?
It's a who.
It's a who. Oh, okay.
It's a who. I'm trying to find in here where they talk about it, but specifically, Caligula was known for massive orgies.
I like it. I like this person already.
We're talking about. Now I don't know what you'll think of this too. What year was Caligula born? So this is back in.
What?
He was born 12 CE. What the hell is that?
What the fuck?
12 CE. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Rome. He was a Roman emperor from 37 to 41 CE. What are these things? I feel stupid when I'm reading this. But let me see if I can find Caligula. Oh, great. My orgy. My search history is going to be.
It's going to be crazy. Exactly.
These are. You know what? Never mind. Can't bring those sites up. Nope. Anyway, moving on. But just know that's what he was known for. CE equals Common Era is equal to AD. So a long time ago.
A long ass time ago. They did orgies back in the day, right? They were. I wasn't there, but
sure. There's feeding grapes. There's people fanning you. There's all these things. You know what? There's not.
What?
Showers. I don't know, man. There's not like it's not like you can hop over.
They perfume themselves. They had baths and stuff like that. They would bathe.
I don't know, man. You got like a 12 to 24 to 48 hour orgy.
Let's go.
Oh, the stank.
You're right. The stink. But come on, you walk into that.
Bad.
That's called Badussi.
Pardon?
That smell when you walk in, it's called Badussi. Booty, dick, ass, and pussy.
I'm like, do I say what is before it because there's some gag here, no pun intended. But no, there wasn't. It was just,
yes.
It's called
Badussi.
what?
Badussi. It smells like Badussi in here.
I never heard that before. Pussy.
Really? I think it's from Friday, to be honest with you.
And for what it's worth, you said it's from Friday? Oh, Friday, not like this past
Not
week.
like this past Friday when I experienced it. That's not what I'm talking about.
Not this past Friday when you experienced it. No, okay, I see. So it's so funny. I come in with a nice historical reference and talking about Italy back in, what was I? What did I say was
historical
CE.
orgy reference. Let's get that right. It was
Yeah,
a
and
reference
you're
to
like,
somebody that held orgies. But listen, you bring your culture, I bring my culture. It is what it is. That's
I study the culture of Badussi. It actually sounds
really
like
I know.
it sounds like a serious word too, Badussi.
I mean, it is. You could buy it in the candle form.
No,
I don't know. I don't get mad. Actually,
can you buy that? You're gonna Google it. You're gonna find it. I mean, there are. Well, remember what's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow. Remember what she did?
Badussi Wars. What's Badussi Wars?
Oh, I don't think we need a war over it.
Okay, maybe not that. Badussi candle.
You gotta find it now.
Budussi. Oh, it's Budussi. I'm spelling it wrong.
Get it right.
BU. Yeah, there's the candle on Etsy. It's called 6 Cents. And no, you did not hear my stomach.
I totally heard that, and it went on a while.
And Erykah Badu has a incense called Badussi.
Are you kidding me?
I swear.
I think you need to order it and review it.
To think it actually smells like Badussi? That's funny.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, you remember, or maybe you don't remember. Remember, Gwyneth Paltrow sold a candle.
She sold a candle of what?
The name of it was, if I'm reading this correctly, I'm going to make sure I got this right. We're going to confirm this. It's called "This Smells Like My Vagina."
She made a candle that smells like her vagina?
Share my screen. Check this out. This is it's an old order. It's 4 years old, but this was her candle.
You're not sharing the screen, by the way.
I'm not sharing a screen. This was her candle.
That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure. How can I now buy a candle that smells like what? Yeah. So truly, I'm telling you. Oh God.
Steamy. I like it. Vaginal jade eggs.
What are jade eggs?
What's a $15,000 dildo and why?
I'm not gonna click on it, but
something called sex dust. What's sex dust? I want some.
Is that clickable too? No, it's not. Standing with a giant and advertise some inevitable Netflix documentary TV series. I don't know. Is this real? I thought this was real, but anyway, this was a thing. It
smells like my vagina.
I don't know. I don't even know where to take this.
I don't either.
Imagine that you had one job, and your job is
one job was to make the candle smell like vagina.
That's right. You had to drip it in wax. Vagina.
Oh, it's craziness.
Yeah, but anyway,
I love it. Anyway,
that was so. Speaking of jobs, wow! I mean, we really lived up to the name of the podcast. Segwayify. Yeah, it doesn't have the same sound, does it?
Nah, it's not quite the same.
But jobs. What was your earliest paid taxed? You want to say tax? No, just your earliest job. I was going to say under the table and stuff.
My earliest job was painting houses in high school.
Ooh. We're talking paintbrush,
ladders, can.
No spray. There's no sprayer.
If we sprayed, it would be like outside. It depended on what it was. Like if it was like cedar shingles or something like that, you can't really paint those. You got to spray them because there's so much texture to them. So that was the only time we would spray. But other than that, decks, houses, inside, outside, trim, cutting in the top of the room. That's why every time, like when we bought our house, I painted the inside of it because I know how to do it. So, that was early. I did that for like 3 years during the summers and stuff like that, and even sometimes not during the summers. Like we do outside stuff, and we literally put like a fucking tarp on the outside of it. Put a roll. He'd rent a heater, and he'd have like a heater pushing in hot air, bringing in cold air but making it hot air inside. And we'd be in t-shirts on ladders and stuff like that, painting.
Who's he?
My boss at the time.
The boss at the time. Okay, he was
the one hiring. He was in the neighborhood, and he hired kids basically to help pay to keep the cost down or whatever.
How old were you?
Started at like I'm gonna say 15 maybe.
I mean, this is sounding kind of sketchy. A guy went around, picked up 15-year-old
No,
kid.
no.
I don't know, man.
No,
This
no,
is
no,
something
no,
I'd
no.
be questioning.
That's not it.
things.
No. That's not it. No. So he was neighbors with the guy, with one of the kids already. He knew him, and so he was already working, and he became my friend when we moved into. It was over by your old place when we were on, you know, in the neighborhood across from you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so he was already working for him, and he was like every summer he was like, oh, but he was basically like not recruiting, but you know what I mean. He's like, hey, you could probably get a job with me doing this. He's like, we just go paint houses. It's like really not a big deal. It's pretty cool. So he just came through. It was easy because he would get up. He'd get up early. He'd just come like around the neighborhood, pick us up in his van. Jesus Christ.
The more you're talking about this, you know I'm right. Tell me there were windows in this van.
Yes,
Tell me there were windows.
Of course there were windows. All we did was go paint. I swear to God. All we did was
Okay,
go paint.
rewind a little bit. So in the 80s, in the late 80s, early 90s. Early
in the
90s.
90s, the late 90s.
Like it's later in the 90s. Late 90s, 15.
Graduated in 98. So this was from like 96 to 98.
So mid
95,
90s.
98.
You were 15.
What's it say?
A guy driving
90s.
his van around the neighborhood, picking up 15-year-old
kids.
to do paint jobs in his van. Did he live down by the river too?
No. He had a family, he had a kid, he had a wife.
Is that how you met P. Diddy?
Is that wow? Too soon.
See, I went tropical. Is it too soon?
Damn.
I mean,
is it?
the
It's
guy
never too
should.
soon to
Anyway,
come down.
we don't even know
and
what's
did
happened
some
yet with
crazy
that.
shit
But
like
nonetheless,
I mean, I had a conversation recently with somebody, and they kind of laid it all out, and I was like, "What?" And then they were like, "Who was involved? All these people?" And I'm like, "You got to be kidding me."
There's
These are
a
all,
lot
like,
of
people
names
I
popping
enjoy.
out. It's all conjecture and stuff like that at the moment, but there's a lot of people coming up.
Look
So,
at Home Depot. Jesus Christ. That was not at Home Depot, okay? He came and picked me up in front of my house, and we went and painted, and he would drop me off at night. That was it. It was a fucking... There wasn't a free candy sign. Y'all are fucking fucked up. That's not...
Well, you're the one who said a guy drove around the van, picked up kids to do work.
My boss came and picked me up so we could go to the jobs, and sometimes he would drop us off at the jobs, and he'd go do another job and stuff like that. Like, you know, when he got more comfortable with us.
Pick up other kids to do other jobs.
Obviously.
Was there a couch? So, but still,
there were no
I
cameras.
get it.
Listen, it was pretty dope. We ended up going we went down to Briarcliff, which has like fucking every house you go to is a mansion. Every house. So we painted this one house.
It's
fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And the daughter, when she came fucking walking out to go to the pool, I was like, what the fuck? Like, bad.
What movie
bad,
am I
bad.
thinking of? Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, I don't really know that movie like that.
It's like Judge Reinhold, the big scene where Phoebe Cates is walking out of the pool in the bathing suit in slow motion, and there he is watching her come out of the pool. No,
I don't remember that.
Oh,
I've seen it. It's been so long since I've seen that.
I've seen that one scene so many times.
Dropped me off at my job and picked me up. This is ridiculous. It was a job, straightforward. There was no sex work involved. Another thing, I did drop some frames recently, by the way.
Are you saying sex workers isn't jobs?
No, it's not. It's not it's a job. It's not something that anybody should be doing.
Well, I mean more like porn star or something. I don't mean like.
I mean, I listen. I salute you. Thank you for your job. Thank you for your service.
I do know. It's not like you salute with two hands, but I do notice you did salute with the right one. So
that's
yeah. But
well, that's the hand you
and
salute
that's
with.
where
You don't salute with the other hand. You can't.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm
Oh.
kidding. But how does the joke work otherwise? Ambidextrous salute. You know, I don't think many
I
people
salute you.
both. Careful what you do with that other hand there. That don't look too good.
Shut up. Sex
but,
workers of America, I salute you.
So there's, I don't want to say who, because he said it in one of our streams, and I'd rather not say it was, but that's with one person we did learn about a job in that industry, if you remember.
Oh, I do remember. Yes, that we tried to get.
What was it called again? That he'd be hit with mosquito tears.
Was it
or something like that? I'm going to Google this and I'm going to regret it. So this person we were talking with had a job where he worked in the industry, in the porn industry. tears is what it was.
I don't see mosquito
I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. I don't want to look it up too much, but it was like the shrapnel of the final event of a scene. Do you remember that?
I do remember, yes. It's not called mosquito tears.
It was
Whatever
something.
it's actually called.
Although whatever that is, I love that for something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it was a shrapnel that happened during the event that would kind of, if you were too close to the filming, you would be
Jesus, that sounds
like
horrible.
front row of the Gallagher show. Again, younger people may not know that. So, so that was that. But so that was your youngest. It was off the books.
That was my first. It was off the books. I mean, honestly, like he tried to keep up with paying us. I mean, we were working a lot of hours. He said, "Here's your pay rate, whatever." He had 2 or 3 of us that were helping him, and we needed to get the jobs done quick, whatever. So he'd get paid, whatever. But there was one point in time he couldn't. He just was like, "Oh, here, I got Knicks tickets for you," and I was just like, "This isn't payment, but or whatever." Like, so it kind of sucked because it was off the books. I couldn't be like, "You owe me money, motherfucker." You know what I mean? I'm a kid as well. Like, it is what it is. So kind of got stiffed here and there, but for the most part, he was a good guy. He took care of us. Not like that. Not like that. He was a good boss.
There's so many words you could use there. He was unable to pay. No, he was stiffed. He fucked us good. So
that's not what I said.
As a side note,
Anyway.
in my vert stream, if you could ever flip me, that's gonna sound terrible too. I'm facing away from you. It's like I turned my back to you. It's like, listen, I don't want to hear you talking about picking up kids in vans and or being picked up as a kid in a van. But yeah, so thanks for asking. My first job.
I was about to ask. Jesus Christ. Give me a second. He just asked me to flip you.
Wow, how you doing? What was a pay? I didn't do any real. I mean, shoveling driveways and all that stuff, sure, but that wasn't really a job. That
so
was
not a real productive job like me.
No, and I wasn't traveling around with a bunch of older men. But no, mine was more just
older guy who was the boss.
Oh, that justifies
the rest of us were workers.
That sentence does not help your situation. It wasn't guys. It was one older guy, my boss, and the rest of us were workers. Okay, you win. Nonetheless, no. Have you, since you've grown up and you moved to your own places, have you ever had anybody come to your house ask to shovel your driveway? A kid?
A kid? No.
Mow the lawn? Rake the leaves?
No.
I don't know when that
stopped.
stopped.
From a business perspective, yes, but not a kid.
Sure. But as a kid, did you ever? Well, you were already riding around with an old man. Well, yeah, that's part of it.
I gotta shovel my own. Fuck, I'm gonna go shovel other people's shit. No, I don't know.
My god, we were going up and down our neighborhood with shovels. $5, shovel your driveway. That was it.
I mean,
$5 when I was a kid could buy you a house or an entire neighborhood.
That's insane. $5 back then was like.
I could pay like 12 kids to hop in my van and paint houses up and down the road. I could do a lot with $5 back then.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
No, but yeah, raking leaves, shoveling. We'd take my dad's mower, fill it up with gas, and we'd go, "Hey, mow your lawn, $10, whatever." I mean, just kids trying to do work. Now, forget it. It's just not a thing. I know I'm sounding very old manny, but.
It's not that. The work ethic has changed. The kids are doing things a little different in terms of their own. Again, you didn't have anything to do, or I should say we didn't have anything to do back then. I wasn't doing it. I'm just saying we didn't have anything to do like video games. Like there's constant shit being thrown at kids. The kids can just they don't understand.
Yeah, that's true.
The power that they have and why they're just like, it just blows my fucking mind. Yeah, we sound old manish, but it's the truth. Like
it's happening.
The fucking, you can literally listen to any song you want. We've talked about this before. Any song you want, you can watch any movie any movie that you want, any show that you want. You can watch all this shit whenever you want. And the life is so different than what it used to be. Even for us, when we could watch TV, you know what I mean? For other people, they were like, damn, I remember we didn't have TV. We just sat around listening to the fucking radio. Like it all changes, but it's like one thing that's really changed is work ethic, though. Absolutely.
I think it absolutely has. And your entire rant that I 100% back could have started with back in my day.
Back in my day, we did that. Remember we did that episode? We did it back in my day.
We did do that, and we had a whole thing about it, and it's all true. And you know what our parents said at our age? These kids today. Can you imagine doing this? Can you imagine doing that? It's the same thing. And when you're kids, you're like, here they go again. Old man rant, old parent rant. And you know what? We're going to see our kids do that to their kids and all this stuff. So, yeah. And every generation thinks their generation was better to some extent.
Oh, I think our parents' generation was the best generation ever. So far, I'd say yes. They ushered in the digital age. They ushered in. They were masters of put people on the moon, in space. We're not doing crazy shit like that. This generation is not doing that stuff. I mean, we are doing space stuff, but like we're not the what pioneer thing is our generation really doing? AI? I mean that. Yeah. You want to take that?
I mean, it's funny because it's easy to look at the minutia or ignore some things to look at other things. I agree with you. I think the advancements that were made from going to the moon to where we are like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years after that with technology and home computers and all this stuff. Yes, it was a boom. And some people will take that. I'm not going to get political on this at all. But some people will go, see, that's what I mean. I want to make America great again. Or something like that. It's like, okay, well, yeah, I'm acknowledging technology and all these advancements we made in humanity and all these things were fantastic. Yeah, I remember we're also one of the real sketch
nations that had slavery and race riots and like
all those things.
Give me that shit. You want to go back to that because that happened on those same era at the same time as well.
That's what I'm saying.
So, you don't want to get too political about it, like you said. But
no, exactly. But my point is where you have a lot of people that won't discern those or separate those two things.
About the bad. You're like, look at all the good shit
because you're looking at all this thing that happened.
Bad, crazy shit happening too.
We had an automatic can opener that has one button. I mean, this is technology advancements. But yeah, we also had slavery. So, but yeah, I think from a technology perspective, man, so much crazy stuff happened where when you start with little to nothing and you get capacitors and you get all these different and the technology grows from that all the way down to holding a computer in your hand. A lot of people believe that.
I mean, that you don't just, just think about how quickly it's just advanced from where it was to where it is now. What spurred that? You're going to tell me it's just because human innovation? Nah, I don't know.
I mean, I've heard that story from my father. I remember years ago that the only reason capacitors was a huge advancement. Capacitors and the microchip and all these things were such huge advancements. People were like, oh yeah, that's alien technology.
Why not?
What are you talking about? Whether it was a crashed ship in a field, whatever it was, and we got technology from it. I love those stories, but I do see them as just that, stories. But yeah, well, this is tangent.
We're not going to get into aliens, all that. Yeah, we're not going to get into
aliens
tangent.
Exist. So, aliens exist, yes or no?
How could other species not exist? Other life exist out there? We're really that self-centered that we think that we're the only possible life out in what is an expansive, mind-blowingly expansive. Like we can't even fathom how expansive and how big and how, you know what I mean, how much space is out there. We just can't even, our minds don't allow us to think about it. So there's just no way in hell. There's just no way.
I'm with you 100%. I think it's a combination of two things that people don't believe it. It's ignorance, like you're saying, and it's unfathomable.
But yeah, because our worlds exist, we have our own worlds. We exist in our own little worlds,
in our own little
intertwining in with other people's worlds and stuff like that. But we exist in our own little worlds, and then we can't really get outside.
It's not possible. It's not possible. There was something recently. We'll have to maybe put it in Discord or something like that where was it the Hubble? Oh, I don't remember which telescope it was. They did like an extended view of a pinprick view out in space, and they let it go. I forget how long they left it open to get the picture, and they got this little thing of light, and they started saying that little thing of light, I forget how ridiculously far it was, how many light years it was. They said that's X number of galaxies. That light started traveling so many millions of years ago.
Millions of years ago, exactly.
Right. And it's just like it's hard to fathom. But if that is a pinprick that far out in the middle of nowhere, and there's that many, there's no way. There's no way. There has to be.
And that's the other thing that people don't understand or not think of. It's hard sometimes to think of time in the way that it is. Like,
yes,
you're seeing light. When you see light getting to us, it's happened in the past. That light existed millions of years ago, because it takes millions of years to even get to us, because the speed of light is proven to be the speed of light. It's constant. So anyway, so it takes years to get to us. Millions of years, whatever it is. So we're looking at the past. Like, it's cool when you think about it, but it's like crazy.
Yeah,
like, you can't. You know what I mean?
Right, because you're like, that entire universe could have imploded into a black hole.
Right. Yeah.
Ooh, a long time ago.
Yeah, and we're seeing the past. Exactly.
Yeah, and we're just seeing an imprint in the past, which is just so cool. We could do a whole podcast on that.
It's the furthest known galaxy. 143 trillion light years.
Trillion light years.
You can't even fathom trillion.
No.
There's not even a trillion people on this planet. I mean, and not even close at this point.
And we're like technological marvel that we are, right? I talk about different things. We measure things, and I think this was actually where you was the CEO at the time, had said data is growing at such a rapid rate. You could take the number of iPads, stack them on end, and they'll go to the moon and back, or something absurd like that. And everybody's like, "Whoa, dude, that's my." It's like, how about 143 trillion light years away? There's a galaxy. We're saying, ooh, stacking iPads. There's a galaxy 143 trillion miles away, or light years away. That's mind blowing.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway, but yeah, so those are our jobs. That's kind of what we did. But with the title of this podcast is, you had one job.
So wait, what was your earliest? Wait, we didn't answer it though. Before we get into that,
I was shoveling. My earliest actual job. I was bagging groceries at ShopRite.
Oh wow,
that was it.
Check you out.
I was token, like, Leave It to Beaver white kid showing up. Yes, Mrs. Whatever. I'll put down your. You want me to carry for you? Like, nice old lady. And she gave me a quarter. I literally mean, she gave me a quarter for a tip.
Remember that? Remember that? Oh, that's the thing that's gone too. Having baggers, and then you would tipping at the end of the yeah, you would have baggers, and then you would tip you put, like, your coins down or whatever at the end of the register. You see all kinds of coins sitting there and stuff like that. You don't see that anymore.
No, that's not a thing.
No.
Matter of fact, though, that's another whole thing we could talk about. We don't have to do it now, but I'd love to delve into it. Maybe even next week or something like that. Tipping has become so aggressive and manipulative. If you haven't dealt with this, if ever you were, and I'm sure people will agree with this too, if you were ever to have stuff delivered to your house, whether you're using all the different services that are out there, you have to put your tip ahead of time.
You don't have to.
You don't.
Oh, you mean like DoorDash or something like that?
Yes.
I mean, because they don't. You got to understand that the tipping is what, like, puts them over the top as far as it making money for them.
Sure, but
have to.
But you will only have. There's so many orders out there.
There's a lot.
Those with the higher tips are the ones getting the love. And if you don't tip high, orders get canceled. Once they realize it and they look at it and go, sorry, I can't make it. You're
thinking of our area where it's very populated.
I am thinking of our area.
What about the areas that are not, where there's not a lot going on, but they have the services out there? So it's like, all right, you're gonna offer me $2-3. I'm gonna take it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But,
I think
on top of that, they also get paid from the order, right? They also get paid because there's a convenience fee. Like, I know I've done DoorDash a lot, and it's always like way more. Like, if I just went and got it, it'd be a hell of a lot cheaper. But time, gas, all that stuff like that, like, it's just it's
but
a
for
job.
Some of the services,
it's a convenience thing. Like,
that's
what we turned into is a convenience society, especially in this country, like very much in our area, especially during COVID. Because of COVID.
During COVID and after COVID,
because remember, like, you had like the pickup stuff, like literally this come out, put your shit in your car. Like, that never happened. They were just like, we'll put it in your car for you, no contact delivery. Come fucking shop with us.
and that still exists, and it's everywhere.
Yeah.
But around in denser areas, it's like if you're not tipping 20%, you're not going to get your order for a while. If you're not tipping 25%, you are low.
I see what you're saying. If you don't give, you're not going to get it picked up.
You're not getting, or if you do, you're getting the guy who really needs the money.
Yeah.
And you're getting
who's
half
gonna fuck with your food or
I mean it's very, very aggressive, and to the point where orders will get canceled. They'll pick them up, they cancel it and stuff like that. But now they have a lot of places that are like, if you cancel an X percentage, you're out of the program. So now they're forced to take some of the ones that are lower tipping.
Good.
And they're not happy about it.
I mean, you got to find a way, because if you're the service provider, you're the person like, oh, I want somebody to use my platform, but you're never getting their stuff. It's like, well, I got to find a way to get these people to actually pick it up. So like right there, when I did DoorDash, I wouldn't take non-tipped order. I wouldn't take a non-tipped order. That's crazy. See, they won't even take it.
Absolutely.
$2.50 is the minimum made for an order with no tip. So, damn. So just minimum that you would give is $2.50.
And I'm not necessarily blaming so much the people doing the delivery. It's the system that's supporting it. It's we're going to give you money based on tips.
It's a convenient thing. Convenience. If you are of means or have the means and you want your food delivered or whatever the fuck it is delivered to you, you're gonna pay for it. Like, you just gotta fucking pay for it. It's not gonna be like, oh, I wanted the same amount of money as if I was gonna go get it myself. No. Somebody's doing you a service. You gotta pay for that service. Yeah. So I agree with that. I tip.
Yeah.
What about you? How are you as far as the tipper goes? Like, I don't want to get too much of a change. I know we got to get into our stuff here, but like
minimum
when
20.
I'm out, I tip. Yeah, I tip well because, or I try to anyway. You know what I mean? Because I think that, it's people need. You know what I mean? Like, people are needing. You never know. I don't know. People doing me service, especially if it's good. If it's good service, I take care of you. But if it's
good service, if it's bad service,
hey, you're good luck. I'll still give you something, but it's not.
Still going to. I knew somebody who would. This wasn't a big. I mean, this is 80s. Money was different. He would put down $5 in singles on the table. I kid you not. He did this. He put $5 $1 bills on his table.
That's
every time
shitty.
something happened that annoyed him. Yeah. He would wait till the waiter or waitress was there, and he'd go slip. Nope.
Imagine being that shitty of a person. Like, you have to fucking do that in front of people.
It was horrible. Horrible.
You just
time.
You are low self-esteem. You need that feeling of power over somebody. Like, there's just so many things. I'm not gonna go into it. Anyway, let's get back to this. We got into a tangent here. We're not even being entertaining. We're just talking shit now. All right, so now
we're relating with the people.
We're relating to our peoples. Yeah. So, all right. So that was your first job, huh? Doing bagging groceries.
That was my first job, bagging groceries.
On the clock, you got you
on the clock.
Now, did you go and you punched in? You had like a punch clock. You had a punch card.
Yes. I thought you were gonna make an old person joke about having to use punch cards. Well, you know what? At least I didn't have to hop in the van and go down to the river. I was able to. Actually, I don't know if I did have a punch. No, I did. No, I did have a punch card. Yeah. I did have a punch card. That's when I worked at Sears. We had punch cards. Yeah, they did. Yeah. Sears and Roebuck.
Sears and Roebuck. It wasn't just Sears. It was Sears and Roebuck.
It was just Sears and Roebuck.
But you could order a fucking house from that shit at one point.
How many years were you in therapy after that job? No, I'm kidding. You know what? Hey, if you're calling me old, I had to find something to dig. Moving on. Let's talk about the wonderful people at Bored Panda that put together 154 people who had one job to do.
One job. So these are examples of. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Examples
of people who had, you had one thing to do. You had obvious thing that should have just been taken care of, and this was your job, and you couldn't get it done. So.
Yep. So we'll just kind of give a first example of it here. College of Planning. I mean, I don't know what kind of better example you could get. College of Architecture and Planning. I sure as hell hope this is real. Not even a joke. The C on the side, not centered. It's just so representative.
How would you go about doing this? So did they put it up backwards? Is my question. Did you start with the G and then go back the other way?
Maybe. I hope, or maybe you start with the T thinking you got it centered, and then you roll the letters out from there and realize college has 2 L's, you know, or and planning has not 2 ends, it has 2 ends. Maybe you start with the center and you work your way out, but that's
what I usually
horrible.
Do. I'm just kidding.
And that will hurt teachers' brains for sure. So that's one example. Another one, I do like this too. This was done as a purpose joke, demonstrates the need for careful planning. I sure hope that is somewhat true. They must have been mowing for the past month. Didn't even move the cone.
Bother to move the cone.
I mean, I believe this. I don't think this is photoshopped
generation
or anything.
of absolute laziness. Like,
yes.
Couldn't even kick the cone out of the way as you're going by on the riding lawnmower. Let me just kick it out of the way.
Lean over, finger the hole of the cone, and then just wing it. Better yet, what's it blocking? Actually, you know what it could be? It's probably like the well cap, like the little, like the older metal ones, or something like that, or a sewer cap.
It's
probably in there. Like in the grass.
It could have been at the school. It could have been at anything. Yeah. It could have just been out there for whatever. Who knows what it was out there for?
Get the weed whacker. Right.
Just move it and fucking you put the mower over it. Like that's crazy.
I like
trolls
this. Living underground.
That's funny.
Again, you probably have to be old. I like this one. We talked about this one the other day. We stopped after this. Jesus was working today. Turned water into wine. I mean, that guy would be popular at parties. I'm just saying.
It would be.
I don't know what they keep. Some of these comments are good.
Post.
I don't know what's funnier, the photo or the title. You had one job.
This one, oh my God.
This one is rough, man. I mean, this would infuriate me if I'm walking past this. Worse yet, you're walking past it when it's flooded.
When it's flooded and you're like, what the why is the fucking storm drain 2 feet above everything else? I mean, it's not, but still, it's enough where goddamn.
Where this happens, I don't understand how that's a thing. I don't understand. Obviously, it works perfectly. There is no water around it.
College of Architecture and Planning.
Yes. I like this, though. The person in the comment was right. There's no water around it. It did its job just perfectly.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Oh, how about this? Forgot something.
No fucking way.
You actually drop your shovel and go, forget it. Just keep driving. That's rough.
I don't even think that's it. I think was that when the road was put down? Maybe.
I mean, it's under the pavement.
Yeah, so it must have been
under
long
the handle.
Whatever the thing is. What is that thing that comes
in? Steamroller.
The steamroller. There you go.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Crazy. And this guy said Chuck Norris stepped on it. The comments are better than some of these things. I like this one. Long yellow things.
Oh
Do you really? I hope is that real? I don't know. Bananas, long yellow.
If it is, good God. Just the thought that somebody would do that or not know what a fucking banana is.
This guy says it's clearly something.
Yeah, it could sure that's probably what it was. Was somebody was like, like, oh, these are long yellow things. Now this, all right. This drives me insane.
This is like an obsessive compulsive nightmare.
Yes.
I mean, you look at this, and I remember the comment on this one.
Was they probably were doing the red ones, right? And it was like, oh crap, we don't have enough. Let's just use this other one. Then later on, found the last red one. Was like, oh shit, there's the last red one. And guess what? We don't have enough of the other ones because we use it over here. Too late. Let's just fucking do it.
Oh,
because once you do most of that stuff, it's
in.
I don't know.
But I mean, I like this one guy here.
Because that. Oh.
Like this. Does anyone else have the strong urge to either paint that correctly or take a sledgehammer to it?
Sledgehammer, yes. Just
paint it. I don't care if it's just gray. It doesn't even have to have the flex. I might not even notice it. Just paint it. It drives me nuts. Now this one again, I really hope. I really hope
this has to be photoshopped or something. There's no way.
Maybe. I mean, the light source is interesting because I'm not really sure how that works. Well,
that's where the flash for the camera would be.
Probably,
right. Of taking the picture.
I like what this person said, though. Marie Antoinette, is that you? So I thought that was a nice touch. But something's going on over here, too, on the right side, where it's not lined up. So I'm thinking that's planned as well. But I could be wrong. I think this is the last one we saw. Good job, Africa. Oh man, that'll trigger people.
That's a bit much right there.
That's rough. That's rough. What did this guy say? Well, they both start with A. You can easily get confused.
They got it close. They were pretty close there. That's funny.
We did.
The fucking eyes. We did see this one. Holy
We did
shit.
see this when they swapped the eyes on it. That's pretty. That's.
I mean, you got, and the thing is,
fuel.
one is right and the other one is not. Imagine giving that to your fucking kid, and they're gonna fucking be, they're gonna have nightmares for the rest of their life.
Yeah, but no, it is. You give it to the kid, and they're like, "Mom, what are you trying to say?" You know, it's like we're saying like everything is accepted. He fell too.
Look,
all right, that is. We named it Sloth. That's one crazy friend.
There you go.
Indeed. Do not stack. Okay. Now tell me, in any warehouse job you worked, that happened.
Do not stack.
Not that.
I mean,
to that extent.
Whoa, that's bad.
That's bad. But you know, you've seen things this side up, lying on its side.
Of course.
You know,
I
stuff
mean,
like that.
Nobody pays attention to that.
Yeah, that you see all the time.
Least of all the people that work there.
No habla inglés.
No habla inglés.
I mean, like this. Nope.
The job is well done. Damn, that
Very
cookie
nice.
was fortuning for real.
It blew its wad of paper.
Load? Wow.
Um,
Right on the cheeks.
Yeah.
Look at that. And it looks like a crack too, right there. Okay.
Great. You can choose your fortune cookie. Ooh, that's a good point.
Ooh.
That's a good point. Let's see. Sabatup.
What the fuck?
That
Well,
that
while
looks
you
real.
literally have, I bet you that stop sign wasn't actually there.
I don't know. It's under, like, this is under, well, maybe not. It's hard to say. It's a very low stop sign.
Although there's
so
a
it looks
reflection
legit.
in the
Oh,
water,
there
so
is
I
a
guess
reflection.
so. So you have an example,
Interesting.
but usually the signs are put in after, so I guess never mind. Never mind. Still.
Yeah, but still, stopped. That's unfortunate. What do they say?
One
At
job,
least drivers
one job, two
will stop
letters.
to take a.
Two
That's
letters,
true.
One job.
They will stop and take a look. That will happen. One job. Yeah, that would drive me nuts.
What the fuck? Oh, the arrows. I'm like, what the fuck? Wow.
That would drive me nuts. Is what they say. Well, that's what's sad. I'd probably never have noticed.
Never,
You
I
know,
don't think I would notice. Yeah.
that might
be
be
looking
true.
at the
Thank you,
words.
Cody Erickson. Yeah, that might be digital. Oh my god! Now you see how old. Well, first off, it's a controller. So, when was the last
Okay.
time you used a controller for a TV?
Controller
like the
or
one
remote
that came
control?
with it. Remote control.
Remote control. I mean, we used it at the house because
That came with the TV?
Yeah, it
Oh, it's smart TV.
was a smart TV. Yeah.
They're so dumb though. Smart TVs are dumb. Well, then again, maybe I never had a good smart TV. I don't know, but like the Google, whatever, the Chromecasts and
Mhm.
some of the, they were
No,
just
this
so
one had,
much.
this is an LG. It had like apps built in, so like you
But those
literally.
apps just seemed so restricting.
No, I mean it had Plex app. It has Plex app. It has a Disney
that's where
Plus
you
app, which
stopped.
doesn't work very
What
well.
else did you need? You had the Plex app.
anyway, the Plex app, it has HBO, whatever that one is. It has a Netflix. It has all that stuff built into it. So it's got apps, and they get updated or whatever.
Got you. Okay.
It's good TV. Don't mind
Perfect
anymore.
bench placement. Well, that's true. Ooh.
Oh my fucking god! Seriously?
I
How
mean,
do you
that
put
is
under a
bolted
drain
in the
pipe?
ground. Bolted. Is that bolted?
Yeah, that's
It
definitely.
looks like
bolted.
it's bolted in the ground. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ooh, rip. That, I mean, great thing to see happen to somebody if you don't like them, I guess. But that's rough to refresh yourself in this hot weather. Yeah, I guess it would.
Not from that water. That's gray water.
Design fail. Oh.
I
Ooh.
can't see it. Hold on. What the? Oh, because you can't open it. Come on, you can't even open the drawer all the way because of the hand.
That would, if I were looking at a house,
Yo,
that would. Oh my god. That's
That's bad.
horrible. I can't even look at it.
That's
What does
just
it
a
say?
handle
One at a
choice,
time,
though.
please.
I bet you those handles were added after, because I guarantee
be,
that you could probably put your fingers under that and pull the drawer out.
Look here, though. Look at the gap. There is none, really. It's almost flush. I don't know. That is so poor. Get the Lazy Susan thing for the whole top to bottom. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's infuriating. Well done.
One at a time. You can't even one at a time. The person one at a time.
You couldn't. Look at this.
What the
well
fuck?
done. It went in
That's
upside
that
down.
off-brand shit. That's that off-brand shit that you get. Yeah. That's why you don't get the
Galaxy
off-brand
what? Galaxy Ball? Is that what that's
Galaxy
supposed to
Ball,
say?
yeah.
They stuck the wrong end in the pooper, it looks like. Oh my god. That ain't chocolate, kiddo.
Or maybe it was her first time and that's why she only wanted that end.
She's sitting there all day going, how long do we have to do this? This is gonna take hours. Oh my god. But I love it. Pick me up in the van. I'm ready to go home.
Hey, holy shit. Wow.
Whoa, hey. Whoa. That's what paint rollers are for? All right. That aggravates me, but I'd still eat it. Yeah. Because it's ice cream, man. Yeah. Agreed. I'd still eat it. Oh. What? Yeah, no.
Yo, they spray. Oh, because usually it's a truck going by. So it kind of just
painted the dookie. That is funny because when this stuff is all swept up and you just got the duty outlines.
The outline of it, like what is
oh
that?
My god, that's so good. Oh,
that's good.
But actually that's a serious dookie right there. I don't know if that's dope.
Yeah, that's a good.
I mean, am I wrong?
This might be in San Francisco.
What do you mean?
Wait, you don't know that? Oh, do you not know this?
What?
Do you know that
No.
the epidemic of homeless people shitting on the street in San Francisco is so bad they have an actual, like, you know, like you had dog catchers, they have like a whole fucking force of, you know, they hire people to go and pick up human shit off of this because that's how bad it's been. Did you not know that? You never heard
No,
that?
I didn't know that.
Oh, that's why I said that. Yeah, because San Francisco literally would be like, yo, we need people to come, we'll pay you to pick up all of this because the homeless are so bad out there.
Wow.
It's just like, fuck it,
Now
I'm
I'm
gonna do it
curious
right
where
here.
this picture is taken. Of course, the guy who
I think
posted
it's
it,
San
his name is Giovanni Salami. That's a great name. He goes, well, I do the same, I guess. And actually, well, I mean, yeah, are you going to stop your truck, get out and scoop the poop and start driving again? I doubt it.
Yeah, exactly. Kick
You're
it up,
just
kick
gonna
it off to the side.
Yeah, not happening. Here's a fail. Oh.
What?
I mean,
Maybe
that
was on
might
purpose.
be legit. I can't imagine how it would be. What does it say? Fail or art? Ooh.
Yeah.
Combine the two.
That
you
might
have
be
art.
done on purpose.
Maybe. We're not going to get through all these, obviously, but nice job here. Nah, no, that's no. That's
How? And it didn't do the front? Why wouldn't it do the front?
and it went
over
under the
light?
wipers. So this is definitely a Photoshop.
Yeah, it went under the wipers. Yeah.
Keep going. I'm going to read it. Give cyclists space in the bike lane. You had one job. Oh, that is brilliant.
Right in the middle of it too, not like off to the side of the space. Like, no, we're gonna put this right in the middle.
Oh God, that is, and out right there at the bicycle lane. It's simple. It's right in front of it.
That's good.
Oh my God, that is good. What did it say? Oh my God, this one's really funny. Okay, get better with the comments. Easter Bunny. No, that's not. It's ripped. Or is it a fake? What? Easter Bunny is a master of disguise. Do you think that's legit?
What the fuck? I mean, that's close. It could be.
I mean, if leftover from Easter sold at Christmas time. Well, nice try. But and that it talk about a demon face inside of that thing. Oh, that is creepy. Oh, moving on. I don't know. I can't even look at it. It's really freaking me out. You had one job, editor. Heater goes here. FDSA, FDG. Header goes here. I didn't even spell that right.
Oh
Header.
my god, he's like putting it in like fucking. We're gonna put it. We'll type it in just for now. We'll fill it in later.
It might be photoshopped. I don't know, but it's bad. He fell asleep while typing. Totally normal. Done that for sure. Moving on. Back to school. Just what I need. That is horrible. I mean,
thank you for putting this out here.
Don't worry, you got the sharpener too, so you're all right. Well, you've never been to my school.
That's a good point. I'm gonna be honest with you. That
some school.
When we first came up here, day one, there was a fucking stabbing in the school. And like, what the fuck? Like, it's not supposed to be like that up here. So it was that was interesting, but nothing of that ever happened again. But it was still
but up here it's like a little boy got hit with a spork. It's not. No, I'm kidding.
No,
there was a stabbing when I was in high school.
A knife. I came up with a fucking set of knives, rolled that shit out. This one fucking went after the person he fucking wanted to go after. It was some beef from the fucking summer or some shit. And it was not. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Kind of crazy.
But you ever do that thing with the sporks where you would have a spork fight and you flicked it and hit the other person? Yeah,
you take the end, you bend it down. And then you try to crack the other one's spork. Yeah, of course. Because we didn't have fucking phones, man. We were fucking bored.
Hey, welcome to the middle of nowhere where we play spork, and whoever has the last prongs, whatever left, wins.
Oh no, this was literally it was the if you cracked it, if you know what I mean, if you were to crack the other person's spoon or whatever it was, then you would win. Yeah. Right. First person to get cracked. Also the pencils. Remember the pencils? You get the brand new pencils, and you would sit there and you would sit there and you'd hit the metal part on it, and you would play the game. All right, get your pencil out. Give my pencils. Like I'd have brand new pencils, never used, that would have they'd be fucked up in the middle. Why? Because you'd be trying to break each other's pencil.
Yep. Nope. I remember that.
These are the boring ass games that we used to do.
This is what you do, people. But last one I'll tell is I'll never forget it. Never forget it. I don't want to say his name. I'll just say Robert. I won't say his last name. He showed up at our lunch table. He sits down, and he's like kind of cool burnout kid that, everybody's all kind of scared of him. We're all the little nerds. That hasn't changed. And we're all sitting at the table eating our food. And he comes over and he goes, "Did you guys hear the news last night?" We're like, "What?" If you masturbate too much, your hands get hairy. You know how many kids at the table went,
everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
What? And he would just laugh, and he got up and walked away. I looked up at him and I went, let's just call it what it was. But
you're the only one that was like, "What is he talking about?"
But I shaved. I shaved my hands. I didn't lean into it.
Imagine having to shave your hands. Yeah. Inside your hands. Inside of your hands.
Well, exactly. So you had one job, thirst. I hope that is real.
Thirst. What the fuck?
I hope that is real. Because that is great.
You've got thirst placed. I've been thirsty like that before.
Well, even more than you would expect. Okay. Open 9 days a week.
This has got to be. There's no way.
That's got to be edited. Actually, this makes sense if you know the motto. For the 99-cent only store, 99 cent only, 9 days a week from 9 to 9, just part of the original motto. So that's a dumb motto. I don't need to know it. It's just dumb. It was
a play on the 9. They just kept doing that. That's crazy.
I guess. Hey Joe, did you get that urinal and toilet installed? Sure did, boss. Oh my god.
One's inside and the other one's on the. Oh my god.
Have you ever had the urge to sit in a stand-up urinal?
Oh, the ones that look like that, yes.
Right, the ones that come out that would like nicely
come out
cup
that
your balls.
You could actually, yeah. Listen, have you ever had to take a shit in a club? You know that they don't. Some clubs, like especially like early 2000s, they didn't have doors on the toilets.
Right.
So if you were gonna take a shit, like people were walking by you, like, "What's up?" You had no choice. But if you really had to go, you're like, "All right, I'm gonna do this." And it was not someplace. Honestly, it wasn't some shit you wanted to go sit down on, especially the men's bathroom. drinks in their bottles, fucking piss everywhere. Like, oh fuck no.
No, in that situation, there's no way I could do it. But I tell you what, the next time you went to that bar, you'd see the yellow line outside with turd outlines, because that's where I would have dumped it. I would not have gone inside. I would have been too terrified. But they did also have the trough, the troughs.
Yeah,
set up,
it's like a big metal
with ice. They'd put ice in there sometimes just to slowly melt and wash it out.
Yeah.
And keep it from splashing. That was disgusting. Good old times. Let's do a couple more here, and then we gotta call it. New Pokemon found. Oh no!
Out of his head.
That's
pretty good.
That is.
And look at his ears on the tail. That's funny.
That's got to be my. Oh, dude, with the fingernails. No.
What?
Got a little junk over here. Look at all dark and crusty.
That's the thing you're looking at? Okay.
Yeah. Keepachu. All right, number 30. The last one we're going to do here. And we'll save this link for you. Ooh. Oh, no.
No way.
Oh, that's...
No way.
I tell you what. You do that to somebody's house who goes out drinking a lot? That's funny.
I've always thought about this, putting saran wrap.
Never did it myself either.
I never did it, just to see what that would be like.
Most of the time when you do it, it's at your place.
Exactly. So, and then you're gonna be the one
cleaning
that up.
Like,
I want to clean that shit up.
Oh no. But yeah, so this was kind of again the you had one job. I mean, they had one job.
Don't appreciate that. Yeah, so you had one job, like you said. That was cool. That was fun little thing to look at and talk about. So let's talk real quick about what we got coming up. So we do have
yes.
Yeah. We have been planning for stuff. Again, nothing crazy, nothing amazing. We're just gonna keep doing the kind of same stuff we do and looking over stuff, but there will be some more throwback to what we used to do in upcoming stuff. So we're excited about that. I know I'm excited about that because we've been, if you know, you know, and it's been like one of the fun things I've always enjoyed about this is that when we start going down roads of ideas, it spawns other ideas, and we're just sitting there just spitballing and having fun with it, and that's to me the best part of it. So I'm excited for that, looking forward to that. So yeah, I
am as well. And we actually, and I'm not giving anything away here, we used to do these, like we said last year, a lot. And I'll even say what it was. DeFuego came up with an idea. I'm like, that's pretty funny. About an hour or so later, we had like 2, 3, 4 more ideas to build off of that one idea, partially written for each, you know, of things we'd want to do and sounds we'd want to use and situations we'd want to use. So we have a lot of that stuff coming. We're very excited for it. And we may even reach out and ask for help from some of the people. So you'll be seeing that coming soon. But again, so for what it's worth, myself and DeFuego will be going our separate ways after this is over. That sounds much more finite than I meant it to sound. And play some PUBG. So so guys, we'll be heading over to Twitch shortly. And I'll be starting mine up in a little bit as well. So when is it be PUBG After Dark again? Some point. We got so many different things we want to do.
Yeah.
We do have to get back to that.
I think so. We kind of decided we would do like maybe once a month or something like that, game night, where we just did game night 2-3 weeks ago at this point. So we're actually due for another game night.
We're coming close to it. Yeah.
Maybe we do PUBG Mobile After Dark. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's basically just my stream.
It's basically the DeFuego stream.
You just get to hear Brazen curse all the time. That's all it really is. And then we're on the same screen as each other. So I don't know. It was a little bit different in how we did it, but it worked out. I don't know. We'll see.
It worked out.
But yeah.
So we'll see.
But anyway.
So yeah. All right. Yes, Gabe, you did. All right. So yeah, we're gonna head over there now and do our thing. Take a little break in between. But thank you again for everybody showing up and watching this little old podcast we have called Tangentify. So from our mouth holes to your ear holes, thank you very much. I had one job and I couldn't get the sentence out.
You couldn't get a job. You couldn't get it done. Then you were fired from the job.
We'll see you in a week.
Sounds good. Take it easy, everybody.
All right. Later, guys.